Hi everyone, Joe here. I want to talk a little bit about living a life of compassion. And this is something that not only is something that we can give out, but we receive so much more when we do live a compassionate life. And I'd just like to use as an example what happened recently at the school in Atlanta, where a gunman walked into the school with 500 rounds of ammunition, and it meant absolutely to do harm. And there was a bookkeeper that he confronted first, and that was a strange happening in itself. She was to go and relieve someone and had received a phone call, a personal phone call, which in itself was disturbing. And so she was late in leaving to go and relieve that person, and the gunman walked in, and she was held hostage for several hours. And although she stated later that she was deathly afraid, she came from a place of an open heart and an open mind, and just made the statement to herself, okay, God. And that meant that I am open to receive whatever you have to give me to handle this situation. I release any and all into your hands. And I know I've done that before. I have done that and said, okay, God, and release the entire situation into his hands. Give me the words and the open heart and the compassion to deal with this so that everything comes out in a win-win. And I'm sure those were the thoughts that she was saying. She had made reference to some of this later on. But she just started talking to the gunman and came from a place of compassion and an open heart and an open mind. And he mentioned that he had been off of his medication and just really wanted to do harm. And she started talking about some situations in her own life that were less than stellar, and things where she had felt that it was the end of the world for her, and she didn't know what to do. Not that she meant to do harm to anyone, but she was just trying to relate with him. And over the course of the conversation, and it was not an instantaneous thing, but she just kept offering love and compassion. And at one point in time, she even said to him, I love you. Well, she finally got him to put down his weapon, and he lay down on the floor with his hands behind his back, just waiting for the police to come and take care of him. And she told him that good would come of this, and that no one would think badly of him for doing this. And she was offering, at one point in time, she even told him that she loved him. So coming from a point of compassion and an open heart is really what made this a win-win. If she had run, she could have been shot, or she could have put children in danger that may have been in the hallway. But she chose to stay, with God's help, to remain centered, even though she was fearful, and to handle the situation with an open heart and full of compassion and love. So in our day-to-day world, there are many times that we meet people that might be crabby about something or even belligerent about something, and we don't know what's going on in their lives. And my mother always used to say you have to walk in someone's moccasins in order to figure out what is going on. And so, yes, walk in someone's shoes to see what might be happening in their life. Come from a point of compassion and love and non-judgment and no separation, and even release the fear. Just handle it with total compassion, and ask for the right words to come out, and they will be words of love and compassion and healing. And whatever you can do to help mend or heal a situation, do so. We are all mirrors of each other, and we are all there helping each other so that there is no separation. We are all children of God. So ask for God's help. Ask for the words, the open heart and the open mind and the compassion to help heal whatever situation it is. The reward is self-love and working in a situation where you have done good. And believe me, it will come back tenfold. So live your life with compassion, not only for others, but for yourself. Sometimes we get awfully hard on ourselves. And it is good to look at yourself with compassion. I know sometimes I say, oh God, that was really dumb. Why did you do that? Be compassionate. Other things are going on in your world as well. So walk in your own shoes and take a little time to figure out why you did something the way you did it. And be compassionate with yourself as well as with others. I promise you, there are rewards for a compassionate life, and they are manifold. So take care, have a magnificent day, and God bless. Be compassionate.